What's up, guys? Welcome back to the King's Speech, our weekly chat of what's going on the channel. We've got a lot of stuff to cover today, so it's going to be a nice, long, relaxing chat with myself and you. So let's get started. So first of all, let's start with how the channel got on this week. Insane. First time we got over 100 likes on a stream. We've actually done that twice this week. I think it hit like 130 likes or something, the first one. And secondly, we got over 100 viewers on our stream the other day, the Gran Turismo one. I actually think it got up to 120, which is just insane. We said that was the next level for the channel, and that's what we got. So I don't know what's next. What is next? I don't know. The next step for me is the 2,000 sub mark. I think that's what we'll go for next. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing. Just continually watching, supporting the channel. Thank you to the new members as well. We now have 10 members. Which is fantastic, so thank you so much. All the donations as well this week have been fantastic. So a little bit on the donations and the membership. There's now a join button. Should be on the channel or on the next to the subscribe button on a live stream. Live stream. If you click on it, it will show you what you get basically. So you get your name in green. During live stream. Why can't I say stream? Your name goes green, which is obviously a desired trait. You also get a badge next to your name. I'm working on better badges. So there's like a 1 month badge, 2 month badge, 6, 12, whatever it is. And also you get some cool emojis or emotes or whatever you call them. We've got 4 so far, and the more people that we get as a member, we can then just continually add more ones that sort of relate to our channel. So we've got like, what the fuck, dude? Because I say that a lot. The SR down button, because we play a lot of Gran Turismo and stuff like that. So, you know, moving forward, the channel memberships will be more alluring, hopefully, to you guys. But thank you all the same for this week. It's been fantastic. Next. Now, something that's gonna scare a lot of you, but I need you to hear me out. I need you to hear me out here. So something with YouTube's algorithm, it rewards consistency. So when we chop and change between games, so we do Gran Turismo or The Division or Battlefield or whatever it is, it sort of confuses the algorithm, I believe. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to stream Monday and Tuesday, if I can, obviously, each week over on Twitch. And I'm going to take The Division, the Battlefields, whatever kind of other RPG kind of games over there, so it doesn't affect the YouTube's algorithm. Now, I know some of you are going to be here from, like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey days, Origins days, and you know, you like to watch The Division kind of stuff, but we're just going to try it over there for a little bit. One, so it doesn't hurt the algorithm and whatever we're doing on the channel to grow, because the racing games are, you know, they're the main part of the fan base right now, or supporters, subscribers, whatever you want to say, on the channel. So that is one reason why. Now, don't be scared. Please, don't be scared. I'm not going to Twitch, okay? I'm staying on YouTube. I like YouTube, and I think we're growing something very well here. But Twitch will just be a side thing, a little side bitch, you know what I'm saying? So obviously with that, it's very simple to follow or whatever. I think it's called a follow. So it's a follow there, but it's a subscribe on YouTube. Same thing. When I get some links going, it'll be much appreciated if you just go and you click the follow. So it's like a sub over there as well. But you know, more on that when we start it, maybe on Monday. So like I said, it will just enable us to focus more on one genre. You see channels who are big or getting big, they've got one niche or one focus, and I believe that we do have some kind of special niche with the racing games that maybe other creators not lack, but they just don't do. We're different, or I'm different than, say, Super GT or Rory on Erie is. We've each got our own sort of niche. I think we've got a really cool one. If we can just focus more energy on that on the channel, I think we'll be more successful. That being said, on the... Hope you didn't hear that truck. Jerk. That being said, on the Monday and the Tuesday where we're not streaming, there will be a video. So whether it's like a really cool racing video that we've done during the week in a stream or something, and maybe it's a video that I, you know, capture off stream, or maybe it might be a original video one of these days. That's what it's going to be. So don't worry. Don't worry. We're still daily. Also, we have the For Your Coffee, morning coffee videos as well, which actually are getting pretty intense now. The cars are starting to fight against each other in time-wise, and it should be good. Something else that you may have noticed over the last couple of streams is that I've highlighted liking a video a little bit more, or subscribing. I've always said that I'd never wanted to ask for likes or ask for subscriptions. You know, we've been doing this for like 6 to 8 months now, and it's like, actually, you kind of just have to sell your soul just a little bit. And I don't want to do it all the time, like, make sure you subscribe and like, blah, 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 blah. But I want to do it as a more subtle thing. I mean, I've been talking about freaking Jimmy Broadbent like he's the new second coming, like the last week, just because I'm on that roll of watching all of his videos. But he does it in a real natural, easy kind of way. If you are enjoying it, do you want to do me a favor, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. So I'm not trying to sound like a D-bag. You guys know me, that I don't want to just sound like that, but I'm afraid it's something that you kind of have to do on YouTube. The likes do probably help some kind of algorithmic, ooh, that's a word, algorithmic, probably not a word actually, but I would imagine that it helps somewhat. A video that gets more likes will probably be highlighted a little bit more in whatever area it is on YouTube. So there you go. Don't be jerking. Don't be jerking, camera. Can't handle the movements. Can't handle the movements. So there we go. That's sort of all of what I've got to say about the channel and where it's going. Actually, you know what? I was gonna wait till later, but I'll tell you now. Freaky Friday. Now I know y'all love some Freaky Friday. If you don't know what it is, if you are new to the channel in like the last month or so, we did every Friday we used to play a horror game. I am terrible with horror games. Terrible. What I'll do is I'll put up the playlists on my channel of Resident Evil 7, The Evil Within. We did Soma as well. I can't do them, so it's quite humorous. I've been told to watch me scream like a little baby girl, but that'll be starting next Friday. I don't know what game we're gonna do, but regardless, I'm gonna, you know, scare myself shitless. So I hope you enjoy that. I think it'll be a good addition. So, you know, all this racing stuff and just the Freaky Friday on the Friday as our bit something different. So I really hope you enjoy the spookiness of that kind of stuff. So here we go, on to the games. Focus camera, please. Get it together. Let's go. So we'll touch on Dirt Rally. We played Dirt Rally on, you know, we play it every Thursday, and we had the new DLCs, Monte Carlo, which is crazy. It is beautiful and it is super challenging. The difference between Dirt Rally 2 and Dirt Rally, the original, with the Monte Carlo tracks, is that you have the tarmac and then you have the snow and ice, and it just seemed to be like on Dirt 1 it was you're on one and then you're on the other, but on this now you have these little patches of ice that just absolutely kill you. So you have to actively be looking at the track and sort of seeing what's coming up. Oh, there's a little bit of ice over there, so I have to brake early, otherwise I'm going off and killing someone, which we did multiple times on the stream on Thursday. But it's really cool. The two new cars, you had to download them. I didn't realise you had to go to the store and download it. I just thought it'd be like a natural update, which is why I was confused about it last week. But those two cars are really cool, the Citroen and the Skoda. Really fun to drive, easier on the controller as well. And obviously, the monthly challenge that we did where we were first in the log, we're now 6th. And there's like 3 days left on that, so top 10 in the world for a monthly challenge. Fingers crossed, but that'd be freaking awesome if we could hold on to that. So that'd be really cool. But that's it for Dirt Rally, I think. I don't know what the next update is. I don't think we'll have it for 2 weeks. But yeah, really enjoying just sort of jumping on it every Thursday. And every time I go on it, I just get reminded of how beautiful it is and how challenging it is and how much focus I have to channel as well. But there we go. Really enjoying Dirt Rally, so it's going to continue. So touch on the division slightly. This is going to go over to Twitch, obviously, like we've already spoken. Because I want it to go over there. I want to try it out over there because the views have been getting smaller, less. We've been getting less views as we've been trying it. It happened with Anthem as well and Battlefield. I thought like we could just go in there and we'll get a load of new subs, create a little community of that like we've done with the racing, but it just hasn't taken off. So maybe shifting it over to Twitch, where Twitch is more aimed at gamer streamers, more so than YouTube. Hopefully we can just get something going over there that will add to the overall sort of content that we create. I'm not going to be uploading the stuff to YouTube, it will just be on Twitch. But regardless, I'm really having fun playing with the Novice Gamer. We're just going through it. It's nothing like crazy intense. We're just having a load of fun with it. So once again, I'll be putting the link up like in the community page every Monday and Tuesday. Even if it, like, if you enjoy that kind of stuff, obviously just click on it, have a little check-in, see what Twitch is about. I know it's alien and I know people hate change, but I mean, it would mean a lot to me if you could just come in, say hey, 5 minutes, whatever, check out the surroundings, and then see where we go from there. But that's the Division 2, really cool. We actually tried the online, like the multiplayer, like 4v4 mode as well, which was really cool. So we might be doing that a little bit. You get really good rewards from that as well. But really enjoying it, and I'm actually paying attention to the story, and it's getting, you know, it's getting quite cool. So moving on from that, I'm excited to see where the game actually goes. So the big boy on the channel, we have focus camera please. Gran Turismo. What has happened in the last week? Okay, channel wise we have been doing the FIAs. FIA's been, I'm actually not taking them as seriously as I was at the tail end of the last season. Yes, it's still exhibition on the manufacturers, but even the nations, I'm just like, I'm taking a much more relaxed approach to it this year. You know, I want to do so, I want to have fun with it. I don't want to be like, you know, I don't want to be a try-hard because it just makes it unenjoyable. So I just want to have a lot of fun with it, see if we can get those points. You know, the points being the cherry on the top of the cake, but I just want to have fun with it basically. Maybe when the manufacturer's actual season starts, we'll go on the wheel, and I want to, if I do go on the wheel with Gran Turismo Sport, I want to go 100% immersive, and I want to go cockpit, everything like HUD off, so we have to like think about, okay, we're on lap 5, maybe our tyres could last, I need to sort of feel the car and feel what it's doing, and then make a pit strategy based on that. And obviously, you know, being aware of cars around us is going to be difficult. It's difficult enough when you're in chase cam and you can see the damn cars coming and you can't do anything about it. But when you can't see anything, I think that'll be, you know, really interesting, and something that no one does, I don't think, on YouTube, like the cockpit without any HUD or anything like that. So I think that could be really interesting. We started the 100% career playthrough. I think that will be really fun. You know, it's whenever we do it, I'm planning to do it on Sundays, 5 hours, bosh, go through the career mode. I want to get golds on everything. We're going to try out different cars. It seems when we picked the optimal car, we just smashed the AI because the AI are a piece of shit on Gran Turismo. But you know, if we pick a little bit of a lesser car, we might have a bigger challenge. But I think that's going to be really interesting moving forward and completing that whole game, because we're on the steering wheel as well when we do that. So we're practicing driving on the wheel, and then we're also going to do, after that's done, obviously in a couple of weeks we'll move on to a different game. So we've got Assetto Corsa somewhere on the PlayStation, so that'll probably be the next one after Gran Turismo career thing. But that's going to be like weeks. All the endurance races, all the professional races, they take time. So we had you know, the classic Gary Gilmore livery was even shown on Super GT's stream, so that was freaking awesome. You know, I can't thank Gary enough, and I can't thank all the people who donate to the channel enough. I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again because you know that's what keeps the channel sort of going, is that kind of stuff. But the fact that we can, or Paul can create a livery that highlights that, and I think what we're going to try and do is get every channel member just written on the side. We said it last week, just like on the side panel or something, just for that little bit extra as well, you know what I mean? But that was really cool. Always absolutely buzzing to see the Gary Gilmore livery on the starting lineup, especially when we got a pole position as well. Couldn't hold it, but you know, is what it is when we didn't pick the right tyre strategy, and you know, we suck. So with that, freaking awesome to see the livery on there, and you know, we're going in the right direction GT Sport wise. Obviously we just had the new update as well. Something before that update, some people in the Discord said that they've been crashing into ghosts, which I actually found as well. They just seem to be like, you'd go halfway into the car and then you'd hit them for some reason. So classic PD with its bugs that just seem to come out of nowhere. Like, that wasn't a thing, and now you've updated it and now that's a thing. Like, how does that even happen? I don't know. I'm just spitballing. But anyway, new update. Got the Super Formula cars, which look like a lot of fun. I still haven't tried it. Maybe we'll do that on, well, this afternoon stream, Saturday's stream. Just test them out a little bit. And a couple of other cars. There was a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, and a Lancia, maybe another one. I don't know. But yeah. And then with the Super Formulas, you've got the DRS and the KERS, which is like cool, I guess. I mean, that's probably going to be a race in the nations, and then you know what? Probably there's a race in the career campaign thing. Cool. Give us a track. Fix the penalties. That's enough. That's all I'm saying. Give us a track. Fix the penalties. I know it's free. Sweet shit out. This is fucking annoying. Like, even the, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it because you know how much we rage about freaking penalties anyway. Anyway, next, something that is very menacing towards the channel has arisen. Article 13. Now, if you don't know what Article 13 is, here's my understanding of it. It might be wrong. So basically, Article 13, as I know it, is a copywriting law implemented by the European Committee / government, whatever you want to call them, and it literally passed the other day. So what that's going to do is it could absolutely cripple places like YouTube. They said, I don't know if it's going to affect memes or not. They might be lenient on memes. I can't remember. But it's basically, if you don't own the content, you can't post it. I don't know what that's going to do for live streaming. I haven't seen anything written about live streaming. But as in uploading videos, like I can't upload the For Your Morning Coffee because the game isn't mine. That's basically it. And YouTube has had this, or gaming has had this, you know, do what you want with it because you're promoting. But I don't think you'll be able to do that. So you won't be able to upload anything basically unless it is yours. So this is fine. This is fine because this is me. I own this. I own this. I own the green screen. I own the camera. This is fine. But if I put some music over the back of it, oh no. Done. Even if it's like, you know, if it's duty free. One way at a freaking airport. So I don't know. And also, apparently what it's going to do as well is just block all of the videos that I've ever uploaded. So we've got over 500 videos. Bomb. Wipe the slate clean, basically, because they can't risk being at fault for you know, breaking these laws, which is fine. If you think about it in the larger scale, they can't do that, and you know, you can't be mad at them for sticking with the rules. They had their own copyright procedures in place. They weren't perfect, but now they're, you know, now they're governed by this bigger entity that's telling them you need to do this, and they have to follow it, otherwise there's no YouTube. So moving forward, I have no idea when it's going to come in. They said it could be anything from now until 2 years time, which also would mean that there would be a block, I think, a block between anyone outside of the EU to be able to watch videos. So I won't be able to watch videos from America or Australia or wherever it is, and they wouldn't be able to watch us. It's like, as a content creator, it's freaking scary, dude. Like, legit. So, you know, think of PewDiePie. All of his videos, all of his meme-based stuff, can't do it anymore. It's food for thought. Anyway, so that's just in the corner of our mind as we move forward. Is it going to affect us in the near future? I don't know. Will it affect us eventually? Yes. So who bloody knows? We'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's my thoughts on it. I don't really have any thoughts. It's just there. I can't affect it, can I? So what's the point? So that's pretty much everything channel-wise we got to talk about. So we've got a couple of questions now, which I love, you know, because this is a really good part where we can talk together. Also, just before I do the questions, I appreciate the fact that you guys are so cool when I have to take a day off or something to go do university work. I'm in the last 2 months of my course, my whole 3 years at university, so sometimes I do just need to go, you know what guys, I need to go do some work right now. I need to go spend 5, 6, 7 hours in the library instead of you know, going through comments or chatting on Discord or, you know, creating a video like I'm pretty much doing right now. This is the biggest procrastination of all. I should be going to the university to go in the library right now, but I'm not. I'm creating the video for Saturday morning. But anyway, I appreciate the coolness that you've shown towards that whole aspect. I know I'm providing some kind of entertainment, and to have that chop and changed every so often is annoying, but thank you. Just think about how cool it's going to be after university's over and how much content you're going to freaking get. It's going to be amazing. So here we go. I say a couple of questions. We've got like 5 or 6 questions, so buckle up, big boys. Buckle up. So first one comes from Tamia Power. I believe that's Terrence, if I remember rightly. It's very hard, like, remembering people's like tags to their actual name. It's difficult. I'm getting there, okay? We're nearly at 2,000 people. I'm struggling to remember everyone's name, okay? Anyway, he says, how do you ensure a good qualifier? In Gran Turismo Sport, obviously. So everyone knows who watches me that I'm a terrible qualifier. Yes, the last race we actually did on pole, but regardless, I'm not good at qualifying because it involves consistency. You have to be able to do the lap consistency. Oh my god. Consistently. Okay? Consistently. So there's 2 strats that you go for, right? If you are fast and you can be consistent and you know you're gonna nail 1 lap, you fuel burn. You rev the crap out of the engine for like 2 or 3 laps until you have barely any fuel, and then you do 1 final lap. Because when you're going at that speed, like in first gear around the track, when you're going that speed, you're not damaging your tyres. So when you get 1 lap, 2 lap, I don't know how long they take, probably just 2 laps and then your flying lap, you're not doing any damage to the tyres, so you have less fuel in the car, so that's less weight, so you go faster. There you go. That's one strat, and that's what all the fastest people do because they can nail a lap. If you're like me and you can't nail a lap, you do the banker lap. So you go out lap, then you do a fast lap. That's your banker, so that's your time. Then that's another lap going around. You pit, out lap, and hopefully you've got another time to do another quick one. Some tracks are obviously shorter, so you might get another 2 at the end. But that's basically it. You do a banker lap, and hopefully you get a fast lap at the end where you have less fuel. But that is more risky, because if it's a longer track, you do out lap, fast lap, and then obviously you have to finish that lap, come into the pits, then you've got to do another lap, so that's 4 laps. And you know, if it's a 2 minute 15 track, say, well, take Suzuka or something that's around 2 minutes in a group 4 thing, I think, you know, if you make one mistake, you're not going to get that fast lap in. So I always go for a banker. You know, that's my level. I'm okay with it. But that's it. I think that's the 2 strats that I've noticed. If you're good, go for the fuel burning 1 lap madness. But if you mess it up, then you're starting at the back. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one. Good question. Rude. Same person says, how do you get over your nerves pre-race? He says he gets a shaky leg. I would say that the only time I get nervous while driving is last 2 laps, when I know that I've been on the edge all freaking race. There was a race not too long ago around Brands Hatch where I was just on it the whole time. You're running right on the edge of the track limit all the time, and then you get to that point at the end of the lap where you're like, there's the realization of, holy shit, I've been on the edge the whole time. If I mess up, then that's going to be... And then because you're thinking about that, you're not thinking about where you should be braking, and you die, basically. That's the only time. What do I do to combat that? Is all I do is focus on my braking points. Your braking points do not change unless you have tyre wear. Then you have to think of just scooching it back just a little bit. But that's it. Don't worry about the cars around you. Worry about your braking point. You get the braking point right, you're going to get in the corner correctly, you're going to get out the corner correctly. And that's every single corner. Stop thinking about your position. Stop thinking about other cars on the track. Stop thinking about how much tyre wear you've got. Because that's something as well. Because there's so much on the screen, you're like looking, oh, look at the position. Oh, look at the tyres. Oh, look at my fuel. What brake bias am I on? No, stop it. Braking point, corner, done. You should know that this is what we're doing in a race. I'm going to have this much tyre wear. I'm going to have this much fuel in my car. I'm going to be on this brake bias. If I need to change it on a goddamn straight. So that's basically what I try to do when I'm sort of getting flustered. You see it in the streams as well. I'm like, okay, focus. What do I need to focus on? Braking point. Entry marker. Da-da-da. That's what I aim at. Regardless on the car that's going around me, this is what I'm braking at. If you touch me, it's your pissing fault, pal. Because I'm braking here, and that's how I go into a corner. Although that doesn't matter to some people, obviously, in the game, does it? Sort out your sportsmanship rating, PD. But yeah, so that's what I would say about that. Simple when you put it like that, right? Matthew says, will you do FIA race with the wheel? Yes, in the end, like I said earlier, I'd like to try it with the full immersion. But the reason that I'm not doing it right now is because I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't want to be scrapping for, you know, mid-pack in like a lower lobby where I could be, you know, challenging, like really, like I'm much faster with the controller, so that must mean that we get better races if we're racing faster people. But yes, definitely in the future I want to be on the wheel. It's there, it's fun, it's challenging. I want to be on it basically. So yes, in the end. I don't know when, maybe the next manufacturers, but yes, I do want it. He also says, who are the fastest players in the community that we've sort of put together? So for this, you know, I've got a load of friends on PlayStation, you know, some really fast one, like Human Z is on there, he's ridiculous, and there's a couple of others on there, but I'm going more close to home, sort of this community, so I looked in our Discord basically, and picked out the fastest one. I did a top 3. So in first place, I've gone for Gamer Mode. I think it's Gamer Mode 100. It's Tom Lipman. He's in the live stream chat. He's ridiculously fast. You know, occasionally he pulls out the top 10 times as well in the daily races. He's disgusting. You're an alien. In second, I put our own Racer Tay, or Rin, the goddess of destruction, whatever she calls herself. She is very fast and only gonna get faster. I think she's like 15 or 16 or something. She's gonna be fast if she keeps, you know, improving the way that she's improving and putting in the time and focusing on the right championships to join and people to surround herself with. I think she could be very, very fast. Hey, and wouldn't it be freaking cool to see a freaking girl at the GT championships or whatever it is? We got all these freaking men. Half of them look like they've just crawled out from underneath a bridge. I'm sorry, that's funny, okay? It's a joke. Get over it. But no, really fast. And then in third, we've got Art, or I always say Artman, but it's like Art_55 something. But Art, I think he's like Brazilian. I don't know. He's got a Brazilian account and he's got a British account, but bloody fast, man. And he's, you know, he drops in and out the chat, and he's in the Discord as well. Bloody fast. He was in like the final 16 for South America as well, so it does, or the Americas even. Bloody fast. And then there were 2 on the fringe as well. That old Dylan Cliff, the Irishman, very, very fast. Always finds himself at near the top of the leaderboards. And obviously Speed Pro as well, just on the fringe as well, or Largim A, as he I think Largim or Largim A, Danish lad, very fast. Falls in and out of love with GT Sport, but all the same, very fast. So Dylan and Speed Pro on the fringe, but those are my top 3 very, very fast people. And you know, as we're you know, doing more streams on it, we have the faster people just dropping in. We have we have Pikmin, who dropped in, who is, you know, he went to the World Finals. He dropped in that one time. His Owls dropped in before. You know, some very, very fast people, which is great to see, and hopefully we can just keep expanding the community, basically, and have more fun at the end of the day. Another quick one. Can you and Paul get together and start a league race, like a championship kind of thing? I've said before that I would love to do something like that. I don't have the time in the next couple of months. Paul is always talking about, I want to start this, I want to do this. So maybe in the summer we genuinely do some kind of league championship thing that either I could be a part of, or I could do like a little bit of commentary over the top, because I kind of like doing that. But regardless, that would be awesome to set up something like that, where we could have like an annual race where there could be a trophy actually sent from myself to whoever wins it, you know, and, you know, build the community that way. I think we have such big aspirations on this channel. I'm always thinking of, you know, I think in 1 week we had 3 different bits of content coming out. We had like the Reginald, the morning coffee, and the King's speech all in 1 week, and I'm constantly thinking of stuff like this. I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time to do it. So if we added like a league race, you know, every week as well, that'd be freaking amazing. I want to do that. I don't have the time. So maybe something in the summer. But that's something that I would like to see the bigger guys do, like Super GT. It's his job. I want him to set up a league and stuff like that. Do it, man. You've got the time, please. That'd be freaking awesome. That'd be freaking awesome. But if I had the time, then yes, I would 100% do that. But I don't. So sorry. Racer Tay actually says, since the start of your streaming career, whatever it is, what has been the most frustrating time? Number one, there's a couple of things. Number one, if you remember when we were with Lamborghini in the manufacturers, that is, I still look back on those days and I shudder. It was to go with Lamborghini as your first manufacturer, and I think the first race we ever did was with the Group 3 Lamborghini in a manufacturer's race. That was a very tough season, and if you were there and you were watching those moments, those Group 3 races with the Lamborghini and its tyre wear last year, oh man, very frustrating. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna forget about that because I repressed the crap out of that. Moving on. I did a stream, a Crash Bandicoot stream, where I did the hardest level. I can't remember what it's like, Slippery Ascent or something maybe it is. That one level took me an hour and 30 minutes. One level on Crash Bandicoot took me an hour and 30 minutes. One level. One freaking level. And people like speed run it and just go whoop, 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 and to the end. But no. An hour and a half. Absolute joke. Very frustrating. I actually kind of want to go back and watch that because that would probably be quite fun. I might upload that on a community one day. Keep your eye out for that. And also, so this is like, I know it shouldn't affect me, right? But it's something that you got to learn to deal with as a content creator or a live streamer, whatever you want to freaking call me, is the dislikes, right? So we had that phase like a couple of months ago where like one person would come in on multiple accounts and like dislike the stream 9 times. 9 times. Pretty much every Gran Turismo stream I do, I get one dislike, and it's like the same person, and it's like 15 minutes into the stream when a dislike comes in. It doesn't happen all the time, but you just feel that that's the same person. And I shouldn't care really, but it kind of does. There was one guy that came in on the last Gran Turismo stream. You know, we had the, you know, I freaking admire Jimmy Broadbent as like something that I want to be. So me actually, you know, having the courage to put a thumbnail with Jimmy Broadbent's face in it and him in the title, I wouldn't say it's clickbait, but it's clever marketing. You know what it is? Everyone well, a lot of people know who Jimmy Broadbent is, so it's like if they see his name, click, and then hopefully I can just produce, you know, enough energy to sort of get across to the point that he is inspiring me, and I'm not just using his name as clickbait, which I'm not. I want to be like him in the sense of channel success, but that wasn't for clickbait. And someone came in and he said like desperate thumbnail or desperate title or something like that, and they just come in, they say something, they dislike, they leave, and it's like, I mean, so something Jimmy Broadbent says is, if you like in the stream, like it. If you don't and you want to press the dislike, do it, but then tell me, like. And I said to the guy that came in, I said, okay, well, explain why. But obviously nothing, so it's like, it's empty comments. But it annoys me all the same, and it shouldn't annoy me because I know the more successful we're going to get, the more dislikes we're going to get. So I think we got like nearly 10 or something on that last Gran Turismo stream, just because we got so much more viewing. But regardless, it does frustrate me. It's something that I'm learning to combat and to live with, but I know that the more successful we get on the channel, the more dislikes we're going to receive, basically. There you go. So a quick one from the last one. Okay, last one. I know this has been like a really long chat, but I think this is like something that's pretty cool. Like, just have it on in the background, or it can be personal and you can watch it all the way through and look deep into my eyes. Okay, last one. Bertman, the lad, the legend, do you realise the community you are building and how big it's getting and international it is? What are your feelings about that, and are you expecting like anything moving forward? Really good question. So I've talked a little bit about my university course before and how it's all about leadership and creating environments that people can thrive in. And I'm bringing a lot of that stuff that I'm learning into YouTube. Basically, it's partly the way that I act, But I want to do that. I want to make this channel, this environment, including the Discord as well, where people can come and just relax. You know, if something's stressing them out, they can talk about it. They always know that the people in this community are all very relaxed, and you know, we want to look out for each other. And you know, if we could get a community like that of thousands and thousands, you think of how absolutely amazing that would be. Not only going through and being a part of this community, but how it'll affect their lives on the outside. I always feel if I have a good stream, I am buzzing afterwards. If we've like connected and we've talked and we've had a really good stream, the next few hours I'm buzzing, and it doesn't help when I do them and I finish at like midnight, because then I can't sleep. But the thing is, I'm still buzzing the next day. Oh, really good stream yesterday, hit 100 likes, hit over 100 people, insane. I'm texting my brother, hey, it was really good, wasn't it? Blah, blah, blah. It generally affects my life outside of the stream as well. And if I can affect you guys through the camera, through the streams, to go out and freaking smash it day to day, that's just absolutely amazing. Bertman is the perfect person to be in this environment. Pretty much daily, he says, good morning in the Discord, go out and smash it, or something towards those lines. You know, you read that and you go, even if I don't know him, you know, all I know is his face and his chat. I don't know him, but because those little words, oh yeah, you know what, I might, you know, that makes me happy. And the more people that we can do that with, and you know, just change and affect day to day on the basis, whether they're in England or freaking Germany, America, Australia, wherever it is, I think that's absolutely fantastic, you know. And yes, I do realise what kind of community that I'm creating, because I'm actively trying to create it. You know, some YouTubers are just, this is me, this is what I'm giving you. I do have a Discord, you can go do that, but I'm trying to be actively involved in freaking everything. Which I think is, you know, it is what it is, basically. Yes, like I just said, yes, I'm aware of it. The international side of it is freaking blows your mind, doesn't it? You know, we have people literally hundreds and thousands of miles away that can enjoy the company of a community. So yes, I'm aware of it. I love it. I want it to just keep growing, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this channel to spread some happiness, to spread some enjoyment, to entertain. And if that all leads to one big happy family, then, you know, I'm happy. And I absolutely love the way, the direction that this is going. And I hope we can just continue going. I think we're like a couple of subs off 1700 now as well, which is insane. So let's keep going. I know we were at that plateau of when we were speaking last week in the King's Speech. I was like, oh, we're in a plateau. And look at the freaking bounce back we've had this week. Freaking smashed it, guys. Thank you. So there we go. Freaking awesome. I hope you enjoyed this. I like actually doing this like little longer chat. It's quite therapeutic and sort of reflective on what we've been doing over the week. But it does make me just realise that I need to do some more university work. But guys, thank you so much for watching, liking and subscribing. Let's keep on smashing it. I'm having so much fun doing it still, like 8 months later, like we've missed like 5 or 6 days. Let's keep it up. I still don't know if I should continue with the fingering or not. Some of you really like the finger. A lot of people will probably think it's weird, but that's something that it could just catch on, couldn't it? Get fingered. You like that finger? Oh, it sounds so weird. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one.